Yo, what's going on? It's Gregory Parchment. Got another video for y'all. Just to kind of recap a crazy weekend in sports. So, today's Tuesday. Oh, it's gonna be it's Tuesday now. Tuesday night. It's basically Tuesday morning. Um, College football was very crazy, very crazy. Um, my squad, Miami, won another big win against USF, or it's University of South Florida. Cam Ward continues to dominate, continues to be the best player in college football. I mean, it's just every week, it's just unbelievable. We're playing great football and we're just dominating every week. And we don't have the media's respect. Kirk Herbstreit picked against Miami week 1 when we played Florida, and then we were his upset special. We were his upset special last week. And I just don't know what he needs to see before he gives us respect. But honestly, I'm not going to really cry too much about respect because I understand we got a soft schedule. But I would think that anybody with some eyes would see this Miami team and realize, wow, they got a lot of talent. But I know it's not going to happen. So I'm just waiting for the playoffs to start. I'm very, very confident that we're going to win every game on our schedule, including the ACC championship. Um, unless we get an injury at quarterback, I really don't see no team beating us. I think this is probably the best team that I've seen in 20, 20 at least 23 years. Yeah, 2001. Yeah. I try to tell people that Mario Cristobal is Butch Davis 2.0. He is starting to show that he is one of the best talent evaluators, the best player developers, just one of the best recruiters in the country. And look, I don't think and I think he's actually a pretty good game day coach as well. So I am, like I said, I always wanted him. When I saw him dominating at Oregon and knew that he was an ex-player, I knew that we had to have him because he is an expert at developing offensive linemen. Ever since he's been here, the offensive line has completely changed. It's become it went from one of the biggest weaknesses to one of the biggest strengths, and it is showing now. We had the O line last year, but we had no quarterback. We have the O line, and now we have the quarterback, and we're just dominating people, man. Quarterback got plenty of receivers to throw to. I was just on a Miami Space, and one of the big Miami writers, Gio Milan, was trying to say that, we don't just have four receivers. We're gonna have some young guys starting to contribute soon. So it's just amazing. It's just like you're a kid at a candy store, and it's just an amazing feeling, man. There have been a lot of hard years, a lot of years where we actually looked good and had false hope, but this year is different, man. I know it. I think anybody who roots for this team knows it. They're feeling it, and it's just a great feeling, man. Um, I think our biggest competition is probably Texas. Texas looks really good. They beat Michigan, and Michigan just beat USC. Didn't even need a passing game to do it, so that probably Texas looks like our biggest competition. So I'm looking out for them. They got two good quarterbacks, so even if one gets hurt, the other one can play. So Texas looks good. Alabama looks good. Ohio State looks good. But I'm looking at these teams and I don't see a quarterback that can really match Cam Ward. So I'm just really confident, man. I'm just waiting for the playoffs because, like I said, we're gonna beat these teams and nobody's gonna give us credit. So I'm just waiting for these playoffs to start and we can just we can get it. We can go do what we gotta do. But I really think that Mario Cristobal wins his first championship this year. I am happy for him. I'm happy for all the Miami fans. I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but I'm just telling you what I think is going to happen, man. Mario Cristobal is going to put one down this year, and honestly, I think this could be a start of something special, man. I think this could be a start, a nice little run. I mean, we finally have a coach that can knows what Miami's supposed to look like, and he wants to be here long term. All the other coaches that would dominate at Miami, they didn't want to be here long term. Jimmy Johnson, he's here 4 years, left after his fourth year, went to the Cowboys. Butch Davis didn't want to be here. He left after I think 6 years, 5 6 years. Dennis Erickson left that after 5 years. Uh, even what's the name? First coach, I can't even remember his name, but even he left after like 4. Oh, Snellenberger, Howard Snellenberger. Yeah, even he left. So I mean, all these guys wanted to go like do something in the pros. Cristobal actually wants to stay here. I don't think he wants to be a pro coach. He likes the college life. He likes to grind. He's at home. Like it's perfect, man. He's gonna be our Nick Saban, and with the way he does things, and looks like Miami can afford to pay all the players and everything like that. We're gonna be in good shape, man. So on the college football front, it it can't get no better. I am on cloud line. I'm obviously in the grand scheme of things, it's not really super important, but I do thank God that it's fun to watch a football team like this. So for now, it's awesome. I love it. No complaints. On the pro football front, my Giants are off to a little bit of a slow start. They were able to bounce back though against Cleveland and get a good victory. The last two games, Daniel Jones has looked really good. Just the first game was just the off week. I figured it'd be an off week. Everybody was trying to get rid of him, and I'm just so tired of the Daniel Jones hate, man. It's kind of crazy to me that people just keep hating on him. But it is what it is. Sports is an unforgiving business, I guess. Like once you're on people's radar for hating, they're gonna just keep doing it. So I'm hoping that the Giants get this victory. I do believe they will win against the Cowboys on Thursday, and I'm just looking forward to that game because I think that's gonna really set us off to a nice little streak. One reason why I'm confident in the Giants is that the O line is a lot better, man. Like we don't have the best O line in the league, but it's an NFL offensive line. It's a professional NFL offensive line where they're competing every time. Daniel Jones is getting some time. Is getting a decent amount of time to find his first and second option, and he's doing well. Like I always said, if he gets the time, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And he should have beat Washington, who looks actually pretty good. If we had a kicker, I do believe we would have beat them. So we really should be 2-1. But we're 1-2, and we're gonna see. Like I said, Dallas isn't looking too good. We don't got a good run defense. They don't got a good run defense. So I think that they are going to lose that game to us. Devin Singletary's playing well. But one thing I want to say about the Giants is I really hope that the Giants are not on Hard Knocks for a while, like for a long time. Like there's 30 teams in the NFL. I'm 40 years old. I hope I don't see Hard Knocks until I'm like 70, or if I even live that long, because they got all these little behind the scene clips of like them looking at the draft, and it used to be just a training camp thing, and now they're all up in the off season discussing what the coach and the GM want to do, and it's just a whole lot of nonsense because it's like they're talking about Saquon and they want to keep Saquon. They're talking about Daniel Jones, and they're talking about the quarterbacks they're looking in the draft. And it's like, yo, if you're Daniel Jones, how are you supposed to like react that your coach is like basically telling the GM that he wants to trade up for this quarterback or he wants to draft this quarterback or dude. And I'm sorry if the ball really feels that way. It's bad because it's like, why are you not defending your guy? Why are you not defending your guy and saying, "Look, yo, get this man an offensive line, and I think he'll win some games." But you just want to move on into another quarterback. Like you bugging, bro. Like that's not cool at all. So I don't know. That's something that they're gonna have to address because, like I said, I think Jones is good. I think it's gonna show them that they're good. God help these people if he ever leads this team to a Super Bowl. I, they should have egg on their face, and I don't hope he leaves because I'm a Giants fan at the end of the day. But I mean, that's just disrespectful. I would understand it if he wanted to leave because that's crazy, bro. Like you don't talk about dudes like that. Everybody else they defend their quarterback no matter what. And I mean, I'm not saying that a quarterback should never get criticized and never get replaced, but like I said, if I really thought that he couldn't play or if they really put him in a position where he could succeed and he's just failing, then I'd be like, all right, well, we probably need to move on because he can't hack it here. But you put that crap O line in front of him, you give him basically no good receivers for like 4 years, and you gonna blame him for why we're bad? No, dude, you can't do that. That's just stupid. So, anyway, the Giants are good now. Um, they're a lot better anyway. And it's not even just the offense that I'm more confident in. It's the fact that we have this D line where it's like you got the big three of like Lawrence, Thibodeau, and Brian Burns that we got from Carolina. But people forget that Ojolari is still a good pass rusher. He comes off the bench. And then we got this new guy, his defensive rookie D tackle, Elijah Chapman, and he looked good against the Browns. So I'm just like, man, we got some talent on the front line. Linebackers are good. The only thing that we're really not that strong in is we don't have a real good second corner, and corner depth is really not that good right now. They're gonna have to address that next year. Um, After Deontay Banks, we definitely lost a little bit there. So hopefully that's addressed next year, and we don't waste time trying to find a quarterback when we really need a corner. But we'll see how it goes, man. I'm excited about both teams. Hopefully after Thursday, the Giants will win, and it should be good. I guess I'll get into a little bit of the WNBA. Um, yeah, I'm really not going to be following the WNBA too much anymore. Like I, I I got caught up with the Caitlin Clark wave. I used to watch the WNBA. I've said this before, but used to be a big WNBA fan. But once they started putting the emphasis on the LGBTQ stuff and just constantly crying about how women are disrespected or whatever, and it's just honestly annoying and it's just stupid. Like they should. Again, I'm gonna say it. Like the WNBA has been subsidized, basically bailed out every year. They lose money every year. They've been bailed out every year. If they were running this league like a real business, they would have been shut this thing down. And all they do is cry and complain. And it's just annoying at this point. Like Caitlin Clark is bringing in so much money for these people, and honestly, they still can't beat the red. But they're doing so much better now, and all they do is just complain about how you should be paying attention to this person and that person. And honestly, I was watching the rest of the games. I was watching all the other teams, and but it's just like you constantly make this about like, oh, you don't respect these people, that people, whatever. No, man, it's just sometimes people want to watch certain players, and you got to respect that. Again, this happens in every sport. I love Tim Duncan. He was boring to most people, and nobody wanted to watch him play. I mean, you just got to deal with it, man. That's just how it is.